It is a new year, guys, full of amazing opportunities, and in this video, I'm gonna be discussing what is in my camera bag 2023 style. We're gonna go in depth of the gear I use, what is my setup, because we're always filming so much creative stuff here in Vegas. So let's dive in to this video. We're gonna dive in, guys, of what camera that I'm gonna be using for most of our production gigs, and this is gonna be the FX3. I've been using this camera all of last year, and it is a powerhouse. Like, check this out right here. This is the build. The reason why I love this camera, guys, is because the XLR mics, and it's perfect for audio. Say you have two subjects, you can mic each person up with their own lavalier mic, creating them to have professional audio. Super stoked about this camera. It has a flip out screen, it's great for vlogging, and it's great because it is a compact size. The only thing, if you're considering like the Sony A7S III that I'm filming on right now, this doesn't have a viewfinder, but is a great option if you are considering video. The next camera, guys, might not even fit in our camera bag. This thing is massive, and we're gonna be using this camera for specific shoots and commercial work coming up. Let me show you. Here it is, the Sony FX6. Heard a lot of great things, and the reason why I got this was, this is, if you're going all in on video production, and want to take your gear up to the next level, this is the camera. I'm excited to be trying this out. We're dialing in all the settings, and just using this yesterday, it has a handle, and honestly, we're excited about this because the cinematic quality on this camera is gonna take your stuff to the next level. I will keep you posted on throughout the year how we love this camera, and let's get into the next thing. I've been using this literally all of last year, and this is the Mavic 3 Cine, and let me share why I love this drone and why it should be in your camera bag. If you're in the market for a Mavic 3 or a Mavic 3 Cine, or just a DJI drone, they're all amazing drones, but for our purposes of what we film, we do a lot of drone gigs, and to have that 45-minute battery life on the Mavic 3 Cine is a game changer. Was one of my favorite parts because this drone does not get disconnected when you are flying it. Makes it a lot better for safer flights, and you'll always have control of the drone. And not to mention the quality of this drone, the low light performance, the battery life, the zoom cameras take your drone footage to the next level, and that's why we'll be rocking the Mavic 3 Cine in our camera bag for 2023. Let's talk about lenses. Here's one of the lenses that I fell in love with last year, and this is the Rokinon 85mm 1.4 lens. I found that this bokeh, filming B-roll, taking photos on this lens, everything is just super crispy, and it takes your content to a whole new level. And I will be rocking this as one of my main telephoto lenses for 2023. The medium lens and all-around lens that I film with is the 28-75 Tamron lens. This lens right here is very versatile, very professional, because you can get those wide shots, you can get those tight shots, and with a 2.8 aperture, the background looks super just crispy, just buttery smooth, and it's great for video. So if you are looking for a great all-around lens to rock in 2023, this is it. If you're into vlogging or need a wide lens, this is gonna be great. This is the 17-28. This is great when I'm vlogging out in the field and getting that content for myself, because it has that wide aperture, that wide depth of field, because you can get yourself vlogging, you can have this lens on your camera, and you're not so squeezed on the screen. You're small, the background's big, and it's just a powerhouse, and your vlogs are gonna look more professional with the 17-28 lens. The 70-200 has become one of my favorite lenses because you can get so many creative shots if you know how to use it from a distance. And I've been using this lens for sports videography, for our weddings, for real estate, for tight B-roll shots. And this lens on this camera, or any camera that you have, your videos are gonna look more professional because that just focal range, that distance that you get, the separation of the background, it's just gonna make your videos look more professional, and it's great for B-roll as well. We're gonna talk about audio now. If you are vlogging, if you are out in the field creating your own content, I would get a shotgun mic. This is the Video Mic Pro 2, and it is a great mic. If it's windy, you can put the rat tail on, and you're gonna get some great quality if you just hook this up to any camera that you have, and your audio is gonna sound much more professional. If you are doing bigger production shoots like weddings or other films, these are my two go-tos. Like, check this out right here. This is your Sennheiser lav mic, and with the FX3 or the FX6, or even on the Sony A7S3s, you can dial this in and you mic it up to a subject, and your audio is gonna be great. There's no interference. And honestly, I've been using these mics for about 3 years now, and it doesn't get better than this. If you have a little muffler on here for the wind noise, you're not gonna get interference, you're not gonna get wind noise, and your audio is gonna just sound amazing. Now let's talk about lighting. Here is a light that you can get. This is the Lume Cube. I've been using this a lot when filming weddings, especially if it's at night, if it's a reception, or if it's a party, because this light is gonna last you, I think it was like an hour and a half. The quality is amazing. You get the white balance, you get multiple different colors on here, and it just takes your videos to a whole new level. If it's dark out, you add a light to like a Sony camera, and your footage at night is just gonna be, it's gonna look really good, guys. And I'll make a video about this light because I love it so much coming up this year. But honestly, if you need this light in your camera bag for 2023. Now let's talk about ND filters. If you are especially filming video, guys, pick up these, because the 180-degree rule in shutter speed, if you want that silky smooth B-roll and it is bright like it's here in Vegas, it's like always sunny and bright, except like today, where it's overcast, you're gonna want an ND filter, because now when you film B-roll and say you're filming 60 frames per second, your shutter needs to be at 120. And if you're filming and you don't have one of these, you're gonna have to crank up your aperture. So put an ND filter on and you'll see your cinematic videos just come to life. Now let's get into the little things, guys. You're gonna want lens wipes. If it's dusty, clean your lens, because when you're filming, run and gun filming, if you're filming corporate gigs, get lens wipes, because nobody likes a dirty lens. Always have spare batteries as well. I usually carry about 3 extra batteries depending on what we're filming for the day, and extra drone batteries. I know these last 45 minutes, but if you have 2 backups, it's always good to have, because then you can really dial in your shots. I always carry an SD card case on me because SD cards are very little, so you never want to lose those. So have an SD card case, because it's going to keep your life and make your life more organized, and you're not going to lose your SD cards. Have a laptop ready, guys. This is great when you have a client or you're filming at a location and you need to drop your footage. I have an external hooked up to the laptop because it makes my life easier, because then I don't have to come back to the studio, come back to the office, and takes time to download. I can download all my footage on site. So when you have an external hard drive or a laptop, it's gonna save you time, especially after you're done filming. And that is what's in my 2023 camera bag. Super stoked about, what this year has in store and what kind of content we are gonna be creating. Let me know in the comments what you guys are gonna be using, and if you need any advice about cameras, about drones, I would always love to answer them below. And if you like that video, guys, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you on future episodes. Let's go make some videos. Talk soon.